With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. They go play action with Richardson.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick second and long.
Now Richardson.
And he's going to go down again.
Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. Boy, how about this to start a ball game? That's twice in a row now, Charles, that they get to it.
And how often do we talk about offenses that operate off of a script to begin games? Feels like this defense had their script together on this one, and their script said put the quarterback down and do it fast.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. They'll run with Lynch. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5.
And they'll run again. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line.
They'll run for it with Lynch. Lynch pushing, but he is not going to get there. They stop him short. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch there to make the grab.
And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
From his end zone, Wilson. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
Will Anderson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first two drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now, the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Flush to his right. And down inside the 15 he goes.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Burrow will throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Joe Burrow
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Raiders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
A clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They go with Murray again.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. On the delay, this is Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick.
Fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Pressure comes, but it doesn't prevent him from getting off a good one here. Taken in at the 22. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
Here's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Burrow on play action. Catch is made by Metcalf. And out across midfield down to the 45. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play. Yeah.
That too.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Now it's Watson. Going with a screen for Murray. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. first down. Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Watson off play action. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
They'll run here. It's Murray. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the red zone now, Watson sliding out of the pocket.
He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
And Wilson in motion left.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Trying to improvise.
Throw right side, Wilson.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Flushed out right.
This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead.
They'll run for it. Lynch. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Burrow on first down. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Now it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Up the middle, Murray. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. DeMarco Murray, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. From his end zone, Wilson. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Burrow. Flushed out right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Puka Nacua as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Burrow's going to look to throw for it. That's caught. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. And while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Now he'll go deep down the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This fielded right at the goal line.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
23 yards the pickup there. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A third quarter now, to one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Jacobs. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Burrow going to keep it himself.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Running for it. Here's Lynch. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And
he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by the Hall of Famer Night Train Lane. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And that With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, and he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Play action. Now Richardson.
Rolling to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Richardson on 3rd and short.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
They'll go for it. Here's Richardson.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. 1st down. Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Joe Burrow taking it in from the 20.
And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Burrow going to set up the draw.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. And a little quarterback draw option works to perfection for him.
Yeah, it's hard to account for the quarterback in most situations on defense, and that's why the quarterback draw is so successful. Everyone else covered, makes a little fake, runs into the end zone.
And here comes Diggs. And here comes Diggs.
And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety.
I'm not sure they mentioned it as a goal during the week or even talked about it in pregame, but the way they're playing right now, they want this game out of reach by halftime. Not only does the safety just demoralize the opposing offense, now your guys can run out there and try to add another 6 to their lead.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Here we go.
First down, the run with Lynch.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow eluding the pressure right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now a 2nd and 2.
They go up the middle with Lynch. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. To throw right away is Vick. And his first look is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Vick. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal.
But that's the down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Joe Burrow.
A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Vic to throw it. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now Vic on 4th down. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted.
Inside the 20. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the...
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And play is stopped here. Timeout It's the defense calling the timeout here. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. They start the drive with Lynch. And some room to maneuver. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Burrow going for it on 4th. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him, and that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Lynch up the middle, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Marshawn Lynch punching it in from a yard away.
And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
They're going to try and run, and he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. They'll start on the ground with Lynch, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is RG3.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. From the pistol, they run with Lynch, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
An audible here to get a new look.
Fourth down. Here's RG3.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
6-0 our score after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession.
as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Lynch. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. And gets to him for the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Griffin. Flushed out right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, and turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Here's Griffin. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Will Anderson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. From his end zone, Wilson. And he barely gets it out of the end zone to the 1. What a disaster. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. They're going to look to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A couple of 1st downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's brought down. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Burrow's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he's going to have a 1st down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Here's Burrow. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Burrow will throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And Williams is in. Touchdown, Jets. It's the fullback,
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jets drive the entire length of the field.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Griffin. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They'll try the middle with Lynch. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Burrow looking to pass. They'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. On third down, Burrow. That's caught. It's Gronkowski for a Jets touchdown.